Moin! In this video we'll learn how to coat 3D printed objects with metal using graphite paint. There are some pitfalls to avoid, but if you take everything into consideration, you can achieve great results with real metal coatings. Now it's time for the important questions. Can I electroform well with graphite?
Absolutely.
Does it easily flake off?
No.
Are you finally taking English class?
What?
Let's go! Sure, first I make a few prints. In this tutorial I'll be using a resin printer. FDM printing works basically the same way, but resin produces a smoother finish so easily. As you already know, this is necessary. Our test subjects are a banshee, a mockingjay, brooch and the ring from the Lord of the Rings. I always say make them nice and smooth and use fillers etc. However, not every graphite lacquer is compatible with a filler due to the solvents. Let me demonstrate this quickly with a nozzle resin blade. But before you even begin, use your PPE. Always, from now on, safety first and always work in a well-ventilated environment. I have treated the center of the blade with car filler. Now I'm going to spray graphite paint on it. I hope you understand what I mean. Simply sand down the resin prints or use epoxy resin for FDM printing. And when you think it's smooth enough, you really have to judge that for yourself. Then you spray on several layers of graphite or whatever graphite paint you have. It usually dries very quickly. The parts also look great, deep black and nicely even. The problem is they conduct poorly. Or much worse than, for example, copper conductive paint, which is a problem for plating. Let's test that. To do this, we measure the resistance between two arbitrary points. Okay, 12.5 kilo ohm. Now there's the trick. We increase the conductivity by polishing the graphite layer. Look at how it shines. We measure again and 5 kilo ohms. Resistance reduced by 60%. Bam! So this means that we need to polish the parts. For simple shapes this works quite well, but as it gets more complex, like with the banshee with hard to reach areas, we need to come up with something. Here's the next trick. What we need is in this bag. It's walnut granules. It polishes well and gets into all the cracks. But how do we do that? We can use a rotary tumbler. So fill the tumbler with granules, put the banshee in and then just set it and wait. How long? I let it turn for several hours. You already know the shine, so let's move on to the actual electroplating. Electroplating can be done very effectively on top of a graphite coating using a bright acidic copper electrolyte. I recommend using a commercial one with a brightener. Protective gear such as safety glasses, adjustable power supply, galvanic degreaser, crocodile clips, gloves and copper anodes are essential for this process. Additionally, cool gadgets such as stirrers and filters can be used for an enhanced outcome. Setting up is a breeze. Attach copper anodes to the left and the right sides of the bath. Nowadays I protect my bath from contamination by wrapping the anodes in coffee filter. Then connect both anodes to the positive pole of the power supply. Since our ring is already conductive, you might be tempted to clean it with a degreaser. While this step is important, In this case, avoid using strong degreasers that can dissolve the coating. Next, position the ring at the center of the bath, for instance using the rotary jig, and make sure it holds securely. Ensure that the object is connected to the negative pole of the power supply. Set the current correctly. Remember to use constant current, not constant voltage. Here's the formula for determining how much current you need. Let it stay in the bath for 4 hours. Don't worry, it should work. I noticed that graphite coatings tend to have very few impurities, likely because the graphite was polished beforehand. Now it's time for the benchy. Again, the key is to get the current right. You can even vary the current a bit. You'll know you're on the right track when the voltage is between 0.6 and 1 volt. Just like before, the benchy can be easily plated with a thick layer of copper. Okay, no surprise here, the mockingjay also comes out of the bath without any issues. As you can see, I sometimes wrap wire around the objects to increase contact points. This is also done to protect sharp edges and corners from crystal formation. Here, let me show you why I wrap the anodes in filters. Yuck, gunk. Please dispose these items at a recycling center. As I've mentioned in my other videos, I cannot stress this enough. Now, if we take a look at the plating results, we can say that the prints have turned out phenomenally well. There's almost nothing more to do. However, I'm always very meticulous and I still sand them down a bit in some areas. Use a maximum of 1200 grit sandpaper with water. After that, you can also work well with the polishing machine. The copper is very soft and easy to work with. Afterward, you will have the mirror effect. This point is an excellent place to continue working. If you plan on applying new metals, make sure to use the galvanic degreaser to remove any grease or residue. Connect it as a cathode and apply 6 volt to strip away all the impurities. After that, you can apply gold, nickel, silver or any other material you wish. And here it is, the small 3D printed graphite example series. The mockingjay brooch is 24K gold plated, the benchy is highly polished copper and the one ring from The Lord of the Rings is nickel. So I probably wouldn't wear that. But really, I highly recommend giving graphite a try. I know that it can be difficult to obtain decent copper conductive paint outside the EU, so it's important to use what is available to you. Here are the results once before and after. Hey, thanks for joining me again. Make sure to watch my other videos about this fascinating stuff. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that subscribe button and drop a comment below. Catch you later for more electrifying electroplating. Tschüss.